All right. So welcome back to Just Two Black Brothers. Got my homie DJ Period. I'm Poe, and we chilling with my man Humble. How you doing, bro?
How you doing, bro? I'm good.
Why they call you Humble?
Why they call me Humble?
Yeah.
Why? I don't know, man. That was just a name. You know what? Growing up where I grew up, I was more of a quiet youth, pretty observant. And I think kind of the elders or the older guys in my neighborhood kind of gave me that name. I came around, I didn't ask too much questions, you know? So they kind of gave me that name, Humble, just for being observant and cool and kind of low-key.
Man, I know you from, let me read it. It says you're from Edmonton, Alberta?
Edmonton. Right now, I'm residing in Edmonton, yeah.
So was you born and raised in Canada, or did you move from Jamaica or something? Or was you born and raised?
My parents are Jamaican. I was born in England, actually. They had me there at the time. And I came to Canada when I was about 3.
All right. So what you smoking on, man? I'm smoking too. What you smoking on?
Oh, this is a sativa here that I like. I'm more of a sativa guy myself.
What you roll in?
Ross.
Huh?
Ross.
All right. Yeah. Man, how did you get involved with music?
Music, I picked up a guitar pretty early and taught myself kind of the basic chords. But I was influenced by more reggae, Dennis Brown, Bob Marley, of course, Peter Tosh and those guys there. But I picked up a guitar early and just want to learn kind of the basic chords and stuff. So from that, kind of wrote a few simple kind of songs, and then just kind of grew as an artist. I guess I kind of got a reputation of being a little songwriter and stuff. And so kind of grew from there. And that was kind of like in 2005. Came up with my first album in 2007. And that got a Juno. I don't know if you guys know of Junos over there in the States.
Yeah, it says you won a couple awards for Juno.
Yeah, I got a nomination for my first album, and then I won on my next one.
So how would you describe your music?
Kind of like a reggae fusion. Reggae, but right now I'm producing a lot of my own music and stuff, and really what just comes out of it is what comes out. I don't really try to go after a certain genre, but so it's kind of like a reggae fusion with soul and some R&B and things like that, pretty much on that line.
What you talk about in your music?
Mainly about, I look upon like, kind of like more of like a reflection kind of artist where I kind of try to take a step back and kind of get a whole picture of things, you know? I like writing from that kind of aspect, if that makes any sense. So like on this upcoming EP here now, I have a song called This Is Life, and it kind of just goes through, kind of going through what we all kind of go through in life. I think we share a lot of the same experiences, but when we talk about them, you know, they come out in a lot of different kind of ways. So so I'm more of like a reflective artist, I think.
So describe your creative process when you're making music.
The writing process?
Yeah, the creative. I mean the whole process, just making.
The creative process. Yeah. Usually starts with the guitar. Right now, I'm using this program called Ableton.
Yeah, I got that too, but I don't know how to use it.
Oh yeah? Yeah. I didn't know too much about it either when I got it, but it became easy to learn. Taking a look at all those little pads on it kind of throws you off. It makes you think, okay, this thing is kind of complicated. But once you get a basic idea of it, things really came across pretty easy for me. So I usually start out with a guitar riff or like a melody, and I usually will build around that. So I'll put a bass line, I'll put drums around that, and build always off of the guitar. I think if you listen to my new EP, a lot of the songs are guitar based. Maybe not a lot of them you can hear as much as other songs, but a lot of them are guitar based in a lot of my music. And people know me of that. People know me as that kind of artist, an acoustic artist.
Yeah, I think we finna go into one of your songs. I think I sent you the music.
Yeah, I got it. I think we got
Fool's Run and Never the Same. Which one you want to play first?
Let's go with Fool's Run.
What's that song about?
That came about as just being like, I know everybody kind of gets tired of going over the same thing over and over again. And I think it's just important for us to find that creative thing in us to do what we're here to do, rather than just to go along with like a rat race that's happening. And so that's really what that song is really about.
Okay, so we about to go into that, and we'll be back on Just Two Black Brothers.
Yeah.
Fools Run, Fools Run. Let's get it. Let's get it, DJ Period. We got the homie Humble here. He giving y'all a peek into his world with this track. So here we go.
Don't let your dreams fade away. No. This life you're living, I hope it's your best one. I hope you're learning every lesson. Try and find a foot to step on. And no matter what, just press on. Press on. No matter what, just press on. We'll watch you fools run. It's all a rat race. Just watch you fools run. What I demonstrate. Come, let's get out of this system. Yeah, where we need to go, cause we need to be free out of the system. I know there's many more like me who are out of the system. Yeah, where we need to go, cause we need to be free out of the system. Driving me crazy. What you don't know now, you don't need to know. What you know now, you may let it go. Let it go. I know you feel it really deep down in your soul. So you're watching fools run. It's all a rat race. Just watching fools run. Keeping up with the pace. Come, let's get out of this system. Yeah, where we need to go, cause we need to be free out of the system. There's nothing here for me out of the system. Where we need to go, cause we need to be free out of the system. I hope you're ready. Come, let's get out. Yeah, yeah. Let's get out. Get out. Yeah. What you don't know now, you don't need to know. Don't you let your dreams fade away. No.
That was Fool's Runs by Humble. Yeah, I like that, man. I guess, yeah, feel good vibe to that.
Yeah, I mean, what I like about it is I can understand you because I try to listen to reggae a lot and I can't understand them. So I can understand you. So it's like, cool. But sometimes if I don't know, it's just maybe the accent's too heavy and I can't understand what they're saying.
Yeah. I could put on the accent if I want, but I mean, I spent a long time in Canada. I guess this is the accent that I got. You know. But yeah. And that's a song that I produced as well. So, you know, I hope to like get, or just to even gain some kind of recognition as a half-ass producer as well. I mean, I enjoy it. It's a process I enjoy too. So,
well, what do you enjoy the most? Because it seems like now I hear you singing, writing, producing, you do it all. So what do you like the most out of creating music? What's your favorite part?
I feel like performing. When there's a band around and it's just a zone I'm in, like whenever, and especially like when everything is right. Yeah, I still love performing over everything still.
So what you just dropped? You said you just dropped your third EP.
It's about to drop in about a week. So yeah.
What's the name of it again?
Never the Same. It's actually the next track there.
All right. And then what is like? So I know you had the first two. So what is different between this EP and the other two?
Self-produced.
Or the whole thing?
Mainly, yeah.
So how long it took you to work on that EP?
I think almost 2 years really, because like I said, when I picked up in Ableton and it was dropped in my hands actually, and it took me a while to really learn that and to go through the process of I'm still learning it. There's still a lot that I haven't discovered yet about this machine, but it's helped me a lot in producing this EP really. And so I'm still learning, but yeah, it's just been that and my guitar.
So how is it out there with the corona and stuff? How y'all dealing with that stuff out there in Canada?
Well, I know in Toronto it's a bit worse than where we are now. I'm in Edmonton, so it's not too bad out here. Our cases aren't that bad. Actually, we're pretty much opening up on our third phase pretty soon, I think. So we're doing all right, despite the rest of the country, really.
Man, what you like to do outside of music?
I like to keep active. You know, I have a couple kids too, so they keep me kind of busy. Just keeping active, and I still like to write a lot. I'm into, like I said, I just want to keep producing and stuff, and so I want to kind of hone that craft in more. So just focusing on that kind of stuff more.
Are you into the CFL? You watch CFL out there?
We have it out there. I'm not into it too much, no, not really, to be honest.
What about
wrestling?
Yeah.
I'm not too much into that either, to be honest.
No, because it's like a lot of good wrestlers that come from Canada, like Bret Hart, like Chris Jericho. Oh. Yeah, they got a little wrestling. There's a lot of good wrestlers from Canada and stuff.
Bret Hart, that's right. Bret Hart is actually, I think he's from Edmonton. Yeah.
Oh, you met him before?
Calgary, yeah.
No. From Calgary, that's it, yeah.
Yeah, Calgary. They from Calgary.
His whole family. He had the whole family was wrestlers. All of them. Owen Hart, British Bulldog, the daddy, Brian Pillman.
Right.
No, I was asking, like, how's Canada dealing with like, how does Canada deal with like issues that go on in the U.S. as far as like recently with the police brutality stuff? Do you guys even have a police brutality issue there, or do you guys empathize with the U.S.?
Well, hold on. I would say before you answer that, I interviewed Fox Williams, and he was saying there's a lot of stuff in Canada going down. So
there used to be this kind of I've heard a lot that people say that, you know, in Canada it's not as overt as it is in the US, and it's more subtle. But I don't even think that. I think in certain pockets in Canada there's a real problem with police brutality. Where I grew up in Rexdale, we had a real problem with that. In all my years growing up there. So there are certain pockets in Canada, in Toronto, it's certain hoods out there that have a real problem with this. So we empathize 100% with what's happening in the US. And we've had a fair amount of protests out here. And even Edmonton, I was really surprised to see the turnout of people that came out at our protest here in Edmonton.
Yeah, I heard about, they was talking about somebody out there got like, they fell out of an apartment building or something out there.
Yeah, a girl who had some encounter with the police in Toronto about a month ago. That was.
Yeah, I know what's going on out there. You didn't think I knew that, huh?
Yeah. That was a big case out here. Yeah. That's a huge case out here. So we have a problem out here as well.
What, the police pushed her out the window?
That's the I heard that's the assumption.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she was on a balcony pretty high up, and I think it was only her and the police that was there at the time. So it's his word against.
Look, what they say, history is the story of the winners.
Right.
So he don't win alive.
I'm gonna say, what's the most racist thing you ever encountered in your life that happened to you?
Regarding the police?
Yeah, well, just in general. You don't gotta be police.
Well, in regards to police, I mean, there's always, you know, especially out here. I mean, if we don't, being a minority out here, in Edmonton too, if you don't acknowledge the police when you see them, at least that gives them reason to have a suspicion of you. And I've had, I just wasn't having it, and I would drive and maybe I would pull up beside an officer, and I wouldn't give him the acknowledgement that he feels he deserves, and that would, you know, cause me to get pulled over and checked out. And so this happens on a lot out here.
What kind of announcement you got to give them?
I know, shit. What is that?
Man, look, I'm like, what they want you to be like, what's up?
To the cop. We act like we don't see the motherfucking cops out here.
So they want you to be like, how you doing, sir, or something?
Or they want at least a nod or at least some kind of egg, and just that I wasn't having it.
If you nod at a cop here, he gonna pull your ass over. He gonna be like, "What you nodding at me for?" Like, but nah. I'm like,
y'all got Mounties over there.
That's
y'all
funny.
got Mounties, right?
Huh?
Y'all got Mounties, right?
Yeah, they call them well, they're constables out here, but if you go out more out in the rural parts of Canada, they're like the RCMP is what we call them out here.
Royal Mounted Canadian Police.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's funny. Yeah, You try not to acknowledge them because they think you acknowledge them because you being dirty or something.
They're gonna say something. You sitting there
No, it's kind of the opposite here. You kind of have to like give them their respect here, you know.
Like, I respect you, sir. Don't pull me over. All right, keep it
How you
pushing.
doing?
Oh damn, that would suck. I'll be trying to avoid them. If that's the case, I'm like, I would hope that I wouldn't want the light to turn red while they at the light too.
I say, how is dating out there? I want to see if it's different from out here. How's it dating?
Are you married? Or are you single?
I'm currently separated right now, but
so he probably would. So he probably wouldn't know too much about dating unless separation mean you could date.
You got friends, shit.
Yeah. But I mean, out here we have a little, you know, it's Edmonton. I don't know if you know about Edmonton.
Man, Edmonton feel like a white place to me. Like,
pretty much. But there are small pockets of urban or of ethnic communities. There's a large East African community out here. Black community, not so much. A lot of natives. So that's kind of where you're at.
Ain't nothing jumping off out there, huh?
No,
but like, you know, that's closer to you closer to Edmonton if you like Detroit, Chicago. I heard that it's closer to get there. Like, I'm in New York City, so I think from New York City to Toronto it's like an 8-hour drive.
About 8 hours.
Yeah, but if I was like in Detroit or somewhere, I'd be closer to coming into Edmonton or wait, where's Quebec?
Yeah.
One of them is closer to like Detroit area. You could just
Quebec. Yeah, that's more on the
towards the Midwest.
Right. That's on the east of Canada.
Okay, yeah.
I want to hear from you first, man. So say, like, you know, it's a lot of black people in America. Should we come to Canada or stay where we at?
Yeah.
What you think?
Yeah, well, if you're looking for black people, yeah, it ain't the place to come.
Well, to me, I be thinking it's cold out there, so I don't want to be nowhere where it's cold. Ain't it cold up there?
Our winters are cold, very cold. In Edmonton, it's bitter. In Edmonton, it's bitter.
You be having to put the shit on your tires, like chains on your tires and shit?
Not that bad. But,
you don't know nothing.
but we do have to plug in our cars. You know how you guys, well, maybe you guys don't even have that, but our engines out here are made to be able to plug in the engine block and keep it warm. So a lot of the parking spaces have outlets that you could plug your car in. So that's how cold it gets.
Yeah, it's too cold for me. I gotta chill. You know, I'm tropical.
I need the cold, man. You know what it is? When I lived in Cali, you don't really get to experience like all 4 seasons or whatever. So being on the East Coast now, I'm like, all right. Like, you know what it is? You appreciate each season more when you got to deal with that damn cold. Like, you appreciate the summer. You appreciate the spring more. You like, damn, I can't wait.
So.
But then you get tired of the heat. You want some cold to come. It's like, you know what? I'm tired of the summer.
I mean, in Toronto, it gets really hot, but not that hot out here in Edmonton. And our summers aren't as long. Our daylights, our daytimes are really long. We get dark at about 11 o'clock at night.
What?
But our season is not as long as it is in like Toronto, say.
Y'all like Alaska then?
Because we're more
like reverse.
Yeah,
you know, Alaska be having a season where they don't get that much sunlight. The night it get night at like 2 p.m. all the way until like 6 or 7 the next day.
And we get that phenomena up here known as the Northern Lights. I'm not sure if you heard it. Yeah.
Oh, you can see them from there?
Yeah, like there are certain times in the year where parts of the sky will glow.
Yeah.
In beautiful ranges of like colors.
That's coming from ice. Ain't it coming from Iceland or Greenland? One of them.
Right. It's coming from. Yeah. They say it's the reflection of the sun going down in that part of the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really wild. It's really wild. It's nice though.
And Wiz Khalifa had an album based on that or something. I think Wiz Khalifa wanted that.
Oh yeah.
But I think he saw it because he was high, not because he saw the Northern Lights.
I'm saying I didn't see you. You didn't mention the carnival. They always be talking about the carnival. Some carnivals out there. They always be talking about.
In Toronto, I think.
Yeah, in Toronto is kind of the main one. We have every July.
Mm.
Yeah, that's some good stuff down there. You could date down there, can't you?
Oh gosh. It's nice.
You could date over there if you want. You get you a little something, take home.
Yeah, we got one more song. Let's play the other song. I think somebody the other guest supposed to call in there 3. So
okay. Yeah. All right, man. Look, we appreciate you coming through here, talking to us, man. We definitely gotta have you back on in the future. All right, brother.
Yeah, but as soon as I have the album out, I'll let you guys know, and I'll hit you guys up with that in about a week or so.
All right, yeah, you always come back on, man. We family now. You are Canadian family. Like we need to escape. We gonna come see you. You gonna put us on.
And I think you're our first reggae artist too.
Yeah, I think you are too. I think you are our first reggae.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like our alternative store, cause we usually interview a lot of like rappers and R&B. So we got you on the show. Then we got the other guy. He's like pop. So it's like
he's like acoustic pop. So it should be different too. Real quick before I get you out of here, man, you got this is a question I ask everybody. You're hosting it's a scenario. So you're hosting a dinner party. You could bring 3 people to this dinner party. They could be either dead or alive. Who you bringing and what you gonna serve them?
Wow, 3 people?
Yeah.
Wow. Malcolm X will have to be one of them.
Okay.
Bob Marley and oh man, Harriet Tubman.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
Yeah. I always want to talk to her. I have some questions for her, man. Some questions for her.
I don't think you might not get no answers from her. She was the boss. You might not get no answers from her.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I just bought this from Target, man. Tell me how good this gonna be. Hold on. I'm gonna take my background off real quick. I want you to give me your opinion on how this gonna sound.
All right.
Once I play it. I showed it to my wife already. Look, how this gonna sound when I play it?
Oh, is that the Legend album?
Yeah, no, yeah. It's the best of.
That shit gonna sound good.
That shit go. You see what it got? You see what it got on there? I was like, damn.
That
got
first
all the
one right there.
Yeah.
That first
and that's
this the Legend,
right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I got it from Target for $20.
What?
Wow.
Yep.
You should put that shit on eBay and see how much it go for. It's gonna go more than 20. You probably sell that
I bought Nipsey Hussle Victory too. I ain't opened them yet.
We don't got Target out here, really.
Oh, y'all don't have a Target?
No, they don't got Target here.
Yeah, they sell them. They sell vinyl now.
Y'all got Walmart?
Yeah, we got Walmart. We don't got Target.
What kind of grocery stores y'all got? What's the name of y'all grocery stores?
We got a Dominion. I don't know if you ever heard of those. We got AMP.
AMP? Oh yeah. We got AMP out here.
Okay. What else?
Y'all got Whole Foods?
No. Oh yeah. But that's more like
Whole Foods.
That's more exclusive, like not in a lot of areas. But we got more like No Frills. I don't know if you guys know of No Frills.
When?
Loblaws.
Oh, okay. Stuff like that. Yeah. We got we got the AMP here. AMP is like that's old. They go back, that's like one of the first supermarkets ever. The AMP. It's like the Associated something. That's what it stands for, I guess. But yeah, we got that out here in Brooklyn. But you know, Brooklyn, you get a lot of Brooklyn, a big melting pot too. So you got people from all over out here as well. You been to New York City?
Yeah, I've been. You know, I was down there for a reggae festival back when I won a Juno. 2011. Irie Jamboree down there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was
That's
great.
what's up. So yeah, we're gonna hit them with the last song. Tell them how they can reach you on social media, and if there's anything you want to leave the listeners, any wisdom you want to impart on the listeners before you go.
Yeah, they can reach me out at Humble Music. Music is spelled MUZIK, and that's on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. And a little bit of wisdom, man. For us to just find some way, like, this is why I love doing things like this, because we got to find a way to kind of be more self-reliant, you know, and not able to have to rely on others to eat, really. So this is why I love what you guys are doing and shit. And I want to just support any kind of self-owned kind of business that people are trying to do and stuff, and just trying to do things on their own and create what they can out of their own passion, because I think that's what it's all about. We're here to, like, you know, we have a higher part of ourselves that we have in our heads, and I think we're here to kind of attain that and try to reach that. So that's my little piece of wisdom, really.
Yeah, I was watching the Killer Mike show on Netflix last night. He had to survive only on black-owned things. He had a rough time, man.
It was hard, huh? He was fucked up. He couldn't go to the grocery store. He couldn't do a lot of shit.
He could do nothing, man. He had to get on he had to find like a black-owned like bus to get him around when he normally fly private jet. He had to find like black-owned restaurants to eat at, but where he was at, it was hard, man. So
yeah,
that's right. We gotta be more self-reliant, and without them destroying it, because you know when they see we have it and they see we prospering with it, they want to come in and try and destroy it.
And infiltrate. Yeah.
All right, bro. Well, look.
All right, brother.
Man, be safe. Be safe out there, man.
Thanks, bro. Good thanks.
Yeah, hit us up whenever you want to come back on, man. We here. We ain't going nowhere.
All right. I'll do that.
All right, bro.
And thanks for the opportunity, man.
No doubt.
Give thanks, bro.
Yep. We'll holler at you.
I needed someone till you came along.
Kiia,
I never needed someone.
What's up, bro?
Till you came along.
How you doing, brother?
I'm good. We'll be back. We'll be on in a minute. We just once this song come on. But I'm saying your screen is your screen is
Turn the screen? Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, that's better.
Like that?
Yeah. We good. Yeah. What long we got period? Period.
Is that better, man?
Yeah, you good. How much longer we got?
Okay, awesome, man.
Yeah, we're gonna start in a minute. We just letting that song play. We'll be on. Is it? How you say your name? I don't want to say it wrong.
Kiia.
Kiia. Okay, that's right. I thought it was Kiia, but I was like, let me make sure.
You want to make sure?
Got the extra I in it. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you Poe or DJ Smoke?
I'm Poe, and that DJ Period right there.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Pleasure meeting you guys.
Yeah, nice meeting you too, man. You are like first. What do you call your music? What kind of music you make?
R&B, electropop.
Okay, yeah, you are first. I was thinking pop. You are our first pop artist, and then we just had our first reggae artist because we normally.
Sasha was telling me you guys do mostly hip hop, right?
Right. But I mean, I like your music. I listen to it. It sounds good.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, it got that sound. Like my I let my girl hear it. She said it sound like she said your music sound like it could be on like TV and stuff.
Awesome.
It might be already on TV, but she's just saying. Yeah, she said
that's amazing.
Yeah, she said you got some
good to hear.
What
you smoking over there, man? That looks good.
Good, man. Shit. Smoking that ooh-wee.
Yes, nice.
What you smoking?
California weed.
Yeah, you ain't smoking nothing?
Yeah, man, from time to time, you know. I like my weed, man. California's got the best, though. But Toronto's second.
So where are you at?
Toronto.
Okay. You in Toronto too. Okay. Because the other dude was in Edmonton, I think.
Can you hear me okay, or should I put on headphones?
I hear you good. Period. How much longer we got?
I never needed someone.
Yeah.
How much longer we got?
Minute and 15.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
I never needed someone till you came along.
Nice, I like that.
Yeah, that's Humble. That's Sasha artist too. Sasha's
Yeah.
her client. Yeah.
One time you see I was never the same.
All right, 10 seconds.
All right.
All right, we start right now. You know,
Yep.
we back.
Good.
Welcome back to Pole Politics. This ain't Pole Politics. This is two black brothers. So this is Pole from Pole Politics and my homie DJ Period. And we're back with the homie Kiia. How you doing?
Good, brother. How you doing?
I'm great. So I see it says Kiia is an R&B electro pop artist and the former lead singer of a bilingual electronic pop band 11 Empire 11. And they say you received over 1 million hits worldwide, 2 million hits.
That's right.
Yeah, I was reading even about your background too. I was reading that you're a trainer, physical, personal trainer.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I've been in the fitness industry for 15 years now.
So what are your core principles? What do you teach your clients? Let's talk about that first before we go into music.
In terms of fitness?
Yeah.
The lifestyle, man. Core principle is the lifestyle. It's not like a quick fix, and people should just do the stuff that they enjoy to do, so they do it on a regular basis, you know?
I mean, but I think the corona, like I used to work out all the time. I think since the corona happened, like I don't even care about working out no more.
I feel you, man. I feel you 100%. That's like a lot of people these days, you know? And even for myself, I don't have access to any equipment, so it's just been body weight stuff, push-ups, pull-ups, that kind of thing, you know?
I'm saying you can only do that so much, man. That get old.
I feel you, man, 100%. But in LA, at least you guys have the hikes, you know? You can go for some nice hikes.
Yeah.
Grand Canyon.
Yeah, try to go walk. So how long? So what year did you get involved with music? You had always been fitness and music together, or?
For the longest time, man. Like I got into music when I was like really young, like 7 years old. I started playing my first instrument, and it was always like a thing that I was doing. I was always writing. It was always a part of me. But in 2014, me and my best friend, we formed the band Empire 11.
Mm-hmm.
And we just started releasing some stuff out professionally and got some good feedback. And then it's just like now it's just become a little more, it just naturally took over. You know what I mean?
So are you, what's the other language? You said bilingual. So what's the other
Farsi. There's Farsi and English. So he was singing in Farsi or Persian and I was singing in English. So we did that for about 3 years. We released like 5 tracks, and then ever since then I went solo 2018, and I released like 8 or 9 tracks since then.
So how would you describe your sound?
My flow is mostly R&B, but the music genre is considered electro pop, or some of them R&B pop. But what makes my music unique, I think, is the Eastern flavor, you know, because my background is Persian. Some of the melodies and harmonies are like Eastern. So take that with a Western, like electronic production. And that's what makes people think like, oh, wow, this sounds different, you know?
So what do you, as far as R&B, who are some of your influences?
Oh man, nowadays like Toronto artists are doing amazing. So I love The Weeknd. I love some of Drake's music. Back in the day, Craig David, like I love his stuff. Neo, you know, those are just some of the people that I love, man. And back in the day, like I'm sure you're familiar, 112, those groups,
Yeah.
Casey and JoJo.
Okay. I would say, man, you might not, I shouldn't probably ask you this, but I got a homegirl. She Persian, she make music. She was saying she big, so I'm gonna ask you because you might know. Her name's Beta. You know anybody named Beta that makes Persian music?
What's her name?
Bita, Beta.
Beta? To be honest, no, I haven't heard of her.
Yeah, I used to work with her, man. She was always telling me, like, she was like, I'm big over there. So I was I was just asking somebody to see what they said.
Is that the name that she goes by? Is that her artist name?
Yeah, right before we started talking, I just looked her name up. I typed in Beta and she came up, but she only has, she came up, but I don't know. It says Beta, then it say DELNAMEH. So Beta Del Name me, maybe.
Oh, cool. Don't know her, man.
So what do you love about music the most?
Oh man, just the connection, you know, like it gets rid of all borders and limitations, and you know, there's no borders with music, man. It's like a universal language, and it brings people together, it connects people. And what I love about it more than anything is like it's eternal, you know, or like right now, like, you know, I made this song a while ago, but it's out, and it's like I'm able to enter people's hearts or, you know, their minds without physically being there. And I love that. It's just something that lives on. Like,
and then what made you want to mix R&B with electro and pop?
I love R&B, man. That's like my favorite kind of music. And because of my fitness background, like I'm a high energy kind of person. I'm always go, go, go. So it just seemed like a good like upbeat version of R&B. You know what I mean?
So do you like play your music while you training your clients?
Sometimes.
Okay. Then what are your current projects you're working on right now?
I'm almost done with my EP. I have an EP called Love in Every Language that's in the works right now. 95% done, just mixing and mastering one final track. And I have the acoustic version of Around the Globe that's coming out soon in a couple of weeks. And then it's going to get followed by another single and then the EP.
Okay. And then describe your creative process when you're making music.
Oh, man, great question. It really depends. It depends on the song. Like, most of the time, it just starts with me just strumming a few chords on the guitar and making a loop, and then just writing on top of that or flowing on top of that. But other times, like some of the producers that I work with, they'll send me a beat, and so, you know, instantly I'll feel something, or I'll come up with a melody, and I'll start writing to it. And a lot of times it's just through writing. Like I'll just be writing, and then I'll be like, whoa, that could be a good chorus, you know? Okay. That's usually how it starts.
So we're gonna go into one of your songs. I'm gonna play that Never Let You Go first. You wanna talk about it?
Awesome. Yeah, man, it's such a fun, upbeat track, and it was like an emotional roller coaster I was going through it at the time with a personal relationship, and it just came out naturally, man. And then one of my really good friends who's a producer, his name is Pubon, he produced the beat, and boom, that's Never Let You Go.
All right, we're gonna go into it.
Sweet.
I think he on mute. He got unmuted, so then we back on. You're gonna play.
Oh, right. I downloaded. It said it was 1 minute and 3 seconds. That's correct.
That's the acoustic version.
Yeah, I played the acoustic version. Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, cause I like that. It sounded good. I just
posted me the acoustic version of it, so that's
okay. Cool.
All right, perfect. Let's go. We got the homie Kiia on with us. Y'all listening to the Just Two Black Brothers podcast. This track here is Never Let You Go. It says it's featuring Manelli Jamal.
Amazing guitar player, man.
Yeah, it sounds good right here. You gotta hear this.
Baby, don't you think about it. Let it go, don't talk about it. There's nothing we can do about it. So let's just forget about it. I've been thinking about about you lately. Only you can drive me crazy. Lady, I just wanna let you know I will never let you go. Spotlights don't do justice, baby. They don't see how you drive me crazy. They don't even stand a chance. I just wanna make you dance. I've been thinking about you lately. Only you can drive me crazy. Lady, I just wanna let you know I will never let you go.
Woo!
Yeah, that's good music right there, sir.
Yeah, he just
amazing, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, just make it longer so we can buy it. It was getting good. It's already over.
Instead of it being called "Never Let You Go," for what would it be in a minute? It should be called "I Never Wanted to End" because it sounds so, so smooth.
Thank you, brother. Well, the full version is actually on Spotify as well. And it's 3 minutes, I believe.
Okay, perfect.
So there's a whole second verse and then the whole drop that comes after.
Oh, perfect. So what was the creative process behind that track?
Behind this one, wrote it while I was going through a roller coaster of a relationship where we were constantly like on and off. So it was kind of like saying like, no, I'm not letting you go.
Hey, that's a crime. That's a crime.
That's it, brother. So
you gotta let him go.
Yeah, so now actually my screensaver nowadays it says "let go."
Oh man,
that's the funny part. Life teaches you a couple of lessons, you know.
But why you think people don't want to let go? It's like a fear of starting over.
Yeah, fear of unknown.
Yeah, and like it depends, man. In this case, actually, I was like, I really love this girl, you know. Like sometimes it's just I think the emotional, you know, part of what's going on, you know. And yeah, when you're in it, you feel like, oh my God, you're never gonna find anything better, you know. What if?
Yeah, true. I feel you on that. Sometimes it's at the moment, you know. It's like, damn, I put a lot of work, time, money into this.
Exactly, you're invested, you know. Like 3 years into a relationship, you're like invested, and sometimes it's hard letting go. So this was through the phase where I didn't want to let go. You know.
Right. Did you guys actually break up?
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah, but maybe I would say 1.5 years after this. So in the evolution of my music, you'll hear that part too.
Wait. So
that will be the second album.
Did she know the song was about her?
Not necessarily, no.
Okay. All right. Because I would have stayed. I mean, she probably would have stayed.
Probably, you know.
But you know what? You never regret.
Stay for different reasons.
True. And you never regret anything because certain things that happened after that would have never happened if that didn't take place. That's my motto. I never regret
anything.
Man.
Mm-hmm. Everything happens for a reason, brother, you know?
I agree with that.
I'm a firm believer in that.
What's up with
What's that?
That picture right there.
Oh, that with picture. The blue. It's a picture on the couch. He looking in the background. He being nosy. Behind you.
Oh, that one right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, my good friend, his name is Max Jamali. He's one of the #1 artists from Toronto. And he's a great friend of mine. So we hang out together all the time. That's actually his art piece.
Oh, that's tight. That's good.
Yeah.
Beautiful, right?
Yeah, nice.
So what are some of your interests outside of music?
My biggest passions, man, music, fitness, people, and anything high energy, man. You know, like I love connecting with people. I love good food, traveling, you know, and just becoming the best version of yourself, you know. Like that's my constant message, whether to my fans, my clients, my friends, you know. I'm always trying to inspire people, and like I see the best in them and try to bring that out, you know. That's my biggest passion in life, man.
Okay. And then,
human potential.
All right, so good food. I think Perry got a question for you right quick since you're talking about food.
All right, you're hosting a dinner party. You can invite 3 people to this dinner party. They could be dead or alive. Who you inviting? Why you inviting them? And what are you going to serve them?
Ooh, damn, bro, that's deep. Anybody that could be dead or alive?
Anybody.
Oh man, okay. Michael Jackson, Sting,
Hold on, you gotta clarify that for Poe. Sting the wrestler or Sting the singer?
I like Sting.
What's that?
You gotta clarify for Poe because he a wrestling fan. You're not talking about Sting the wrestler, right?
No.
All right.
Oh my God, I'm talking about Sting the musician, right?
Yeah.
So, and who else? Probably like oh man, hold on. Oh man, if I can have anybody, one of them would definitely be my mom, man.
Okay.
You know, so I have the 2 stars on my mom.
And what you cooking?
What am I cooking? Damn. I would probably have some Persian food and pizza just in case. You know, I'll just have a couple of dishes. You know.
But what Persian food? My homie, I got a good Persian friend. He took me to a restaurant, Persian restaurant. So what Persian food we eating?
Which one? Have you been to Creation in LA?
No, I mean, he just told me, he was like, this is authentic Persian food. And we went there and it was really good.
Oh man, well, I love kebab, you know, I'm like a big fan
I was
of
just
kebab.
thinking, give me 2 kebabs and some rice with some salad next to it.
I be liking that. I can eat that rice by itself. Whatever they put on that rice,
Boom.
Good.
Hey, I'm in Brooklyn, New York, so on our Uber Eats, we got every type of, but Mediterranean is probably one of my favorites, and Indian. Give me some chicken some tiki marsala, or if I go to the Mediterranean place, I just say give me 2 kebabs with some white rice with the salad next to it, to some tzatziki sauce on it, a little tzatziki on there.
That's it. Can't go wrong, man. Can't go wrong.
We got a food truck out here. His name is Slovaki King. Man, yo, the best kebabs ever. He does lamb, beef, shrimp, and chicken.
Ooh.
And he
Nice.
does it on the street.
Yeah, that sounds deadly, man.
With the pita bread, he'll put the pita on there. Man, give you the little tzatziki sauce on there.
Stop it, man. I'm drooling.
Yeah, he the king out here, man. But you got to find him because he moves different spots all the time. But I like that.
You don't like the hummus? You don't eat the hummus with
I don't eat hummus. Baba ganoush. My wife likes baba ganoush. I don't eat hummus because it's chickpeas. I don't like the chickpeas. But and the falafel.
I feel you on that.
They like the falafel. I don't eat the falafel either. I can't eat it, man. That's like a.
What about tabbouleh?
Sometimes. Tabbouli's not too bad, but baba ganoush and hummus, that's a no for me. Sorry.
I feel you, man. That's amazing. But I love the whole Mediterranean cuisine, man. You know, anything from Persian food to like Greek food to Israeli, like it's all amazing food, man.
So do you meal prep and everything, or you do all that?
Yeah, well, before the quarantine, you know, I was like way more on top of things, you know. But nowadays, I still like try to be a little more, you know, mindful of my nutrition. Like I would never say I'm never on a diet or anything, but you know, I try to be mindful because I'm less active nowadays. You know, like I used to spend like 5-6 days in the gym. Now, like I don't spend any time in the gym. It's like a 15-minute home workout. You know, so I try to make up for it on the nutrition side.
Yeah. All right.
No, a lot of people are man. They want. I had a friend on Facebook. He says, I don't understand how people can go grocery shopping but they gotta wear a mask. But why can't I go to the gym? That's essential in my life. I'm like, you know what? I never looked at it from that standpoint. You know, like people who go to the gym like 5-6 times a week, that shit is essential to them, man. So like, if you're gonna have somebody in the grocery store with a mask on, why can't you have somebody in the gym with a mask on?
100%, man. I feel you.
They open it back up out here.
Oh, we gotta wait till phase 4 in New York City.
No, right now what they're doing is they're doing like, well, you have to make an appointment, and then if you miss the appointment, you gotta pay. But you make the appointment for an hour, and then they clean up for 30 minutes each time.
Damn.
But I'm not
How many people can go?
I'm waiting a little bit. I'm not going yet. I'm gonna wait till.
I feel you, man. Same here in Toronto, actually. So I have these boot camp classes that are like a couple of times a week, and the gym that we do the boot camp classes at, they just reopened, but it's by appointment only, and they drew all these lines. So it's like 8 feet distancing, and the coaches get to walk through with masks. And I don't know, man. I'm still not ready to do that. Like,
yeah, not yet. I'm gonna stay home.
Yeah, cause especially like I know, like say like, you know, like you said, we got hills and mountains out here. So to me, if you walking up a hill in the mountain and you got to wear a mask, I just feel like if you outside and you got to wear a mask, you gonna catch that shit anyway. Cause I'm like, I just I can see like you inside a building and they saying wear the mask, but I just don't understand like when you at the beach and they say you got to wear a mask. That shit kind of retarded to me.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, you can't even breathe. How are you taking fresh air, you know, if you constantly have a mask on?
And so we appreciate having you on, bro. It's nice talking to you.
Great talking to you, brother. Thank you so much for having me, man.
You gotta come back one day. You know, you like Poe tell everybody, you family now that you on the show.
Mad love.
Yeah, mad love, man. We like the music, and we definitely want to hear you.
Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it. You guys are awesome, man. I love your vibe, and the questions are deep. So you guys are definitely family, man. Like, I'll come back anytime.
Thank you, bro.
So anything you can leave the listeners with your social media so they can contact you, and also give us like one of your most important health tips you like to give out to people, and then we'll go into the last track.
Awesome, man. Well, the newest track I just dropped is Around the Globe, and we actually literally dropped the video 4 days ago. So the video is also on YouTube. So if you search Kiia 2 Eyes, KIIA, you can find me on any platform. Like, I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, and on Instagram it's Kiia Music Official, where they can find me. As far as my message, man, like, you know, I know a lot of people are stressed during these times, it's uncertain times, and you know, just to keep the faith, man, just to keep the faith, stay positive, because, you know, after every kind of bad situation, there's definitely going to be a better day, you know. And I feel like the old system was kind of broken anyway. So, you know, I believe there's a God like leading us towards something better, man, you know. Yeah. So to anybody who's stressed out and kind of freaked out, uncertain about the future, like, have faith and stay strong, you know. You're going to get through it.
Stock market, I hope you listening, stock market. Stock market be bad.
All right.
Yeah, I'm like, man, you know, because I would check every day, and some days it'll be good. Some days it'll be good, then you'll have like two or three bad days. But it was bad every day last week.
Oh man.
Like, damn, I said, man, I see why some people probably go. Remember, Poe was telling me there was a story of a guy. He committed suicide after seeing his balance was in the negative.
Oh man. So
I said, man, Dan, if you lost money every day and was losing like 10, 20,000 a day, I could probably see why you. I mean, I probably wouldn't do it, but I would understand why somebody did it, man. Because, geez, they said he was negative $700,000 though.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Like, ain't no way you're gonna get that back.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But that's the thing, man. I feel like our life is more valuable than minus 700,000. You know.
What about you, Poe? You believe that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that too.
Like, I don't even like to bring up his name, man. But motherfucking Trump got back from being minus millions.
Couple times.
You know?
A couple times.
How they make fun of Trump in Canada too?
Oh my God, yes, man.
Oh man, they say
I think it's all over the world, man.
that fool, like he wanted to go down in history, so he will, but it's just not the way that he wanted to go down in history, but
no,
he definitely gonna go down in history.
Say how y'all,
how's
y'all president doing?
Huh?
How's y'all president doing? Y'all got a president too? Y'all got a president,
Trudeau.
right?
Ain't it Trudeau?
Yeah, so we got a prime minister.
Okay.
Trudeau.
Yeah.
I feel like he's doing better than all the other politicians in the world right now, you know? Well-spoken guy, you know, he speaks up about stuff that's injustice, you know, like he's always like, you know, he's doing the right things. But who's running the show in the background? I don't even want to get into it.
But then he, isn't he the one that had, like, they had pictures of him in blackface a couple times? Ain't that him?
No.
Oh, somebody else? Oh. It was somebody.
He's the good-looking one,
yeah,
man. He's like
Ivanka Trump got a little eye for him, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were saying something about him and Ivanka or whatever, but Nah, yeah, I like him, man, because he's not afraid to speak out.
Exactly, man.
Yeah, I like
he was one of the first ones to speak out when the whole thing happened with the plane crash and, like, you know, the war going on in the world, and then Black Lives Matter, like all that stuff. He's been very outspoken about it, and he's been not only speaking about it, he's been like an activist, you know. He's been on the street, he's gone there, like he's with the people, you know. So I love that about him, man. At this point, I'm like proud to be Canadian, you know.
Yeah, how long can he stay prime minister? Forever?
What's that?
How long does a prime minister stay in power? Forever?
No, same. 4 years. Every 4 years they have to do an election process.
But is it like after a certain number of terms they can't do it no more, or they can just keep doing it for how long they want?
To be honest, I don't know. Maybe it's 2 terms or maybe more.
Only here it's 2 terms and that's it.
Yeah, I think it's same thing here if I'm not mistaken. But
I feel like he's been there for a long time.
I know. I heard his name a long time. Yeah, it's been longer than 2 terms for him.
But you know, Mayor Bloomberg in New York City, he bought a 3rd term out here. He was the mayor for 3 terms instead of 2 terms because he got his money. His money reaches really, really far.
No way.
Yeah, he was a mayor for 3 terms, and no one else has ever had 3 terms.
Oh man, that's crazy.
I don't know what he did to get it.
I hope money can't always do that, because I wouldn't want Trump, man. Trump's got a lot of money, man. I want him to go fast as possible.
You know, he out of there. You know, we have different conversations about him sometimes because, you know, like some people give him some credit for like he say stuff that you never ever think a president would say. Yeah. So it's kind of like shock value stuff, but other people just feel like with him, they think it's more like class. Like, yeah, class is what he doesn't like. It's not necessarily like black, white. If you got money, he don't care what color you are.
Oh my God!
I don't think he cares what color you are if you have money, but
I don't think so.
Here it's just like, you know, the country is at a historic time. It could be a historic change is made, but everybody has to keep fighting. You know, they're going to put a lot of distractions out there for you to give up the fight. But if we just keep on, you know, you could make something. Because our young people here in America, and I'm pretty sure young people out there in Canada, they're not taking like this is the way it is as an answer.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah. And there's been a lot of protests actually here in Toronto as well. It's a very multicultural city. So I definitely feel like it's very uncomfortable times right now. There's a lot of pressure, but I feel like we're moving towards a better future, you know, as uncomfortable as it is, because people are more awake nowadays, you know? They're more aware, so they're not taking status quo. They're like, this is bullshit. Why are we
definitely.
Right?
Like,
so
what do you mean? Yeah. What do you mean this white guy gets less time for crack? Why does a black guy get sentenced to 30 years, but the white guy gets 10? They not taking that as that's just the way it is anymore. They fighting for that. A lot of prison reform is coming out right now. So hopefully hopefully we see that in our lifetime. But yeah, like I said, thank you for coming through. We're gonna play this I believe around the globe.
Awesome.
And we're gonna stay in touch with you, man. I think I just followed you on IG, so we'll definitely be staying in contact. You got anything, Paul?
Nah, man. Appreciate having you on, man. We'll have you back on in the future for sure.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you guys having me. And California is actually one of my top cities, man, where people are listening. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. Mad love, man.
What about New York, though? He in New York.
New York is like number 4 on my Spotify.
All right.
California is number 2. Toronto's number 1. So
all right, man. I'm gonna get on
top 2 cities.
I'm gonna get on them out here so you can get it up there to number 2.
There you go.
All right.
Pleasure, man. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes,
man. Nice talking to you, bro.
Yeah, nice talking to you.
I can show you things you've never seen before. Want me to take it around the globe? No matter where we go with you. Bitter sugar, lots of spice, rolling on the beach till the sunrise. Maybe someday, somehow down the road, we're in a place where
brother. Should I log off now?
Yeah, you good, bro. We'll see you later.
All right. Thank you so much, man. Take care, brother.
You too, man. Peace out.
Mad love.
Yep.
I can take you around the globe. I can show you things you've never seen before. I can take you around the globe. Got a name in your heart, inside the chest. If you got that, well, homie, you're blessed. Fuck the rest, cause baby, you the best. How you give me that look like a bullet to the chest. This ain't a test, it's a miracle. We live in the dream, getting lyrical. And I take my chances, cause baby, you the best. You're my star, yeah. Far from the rest, and this ain't a test, it's a miracle. We live in the dream, getting lyrical. I'll never hurt you, never doubt you. Baby, you're my world, can't live without you. Can't live without you. I can show you things you've never seen before. I can take you around the globe. I can show you things you've never seen before. I can take you around the globe.
So you said we're gonna do 4 battles? Do 4 battles that Sunday? We're gonna start on the 5th.
Oh, when tonight?
No, on the 5th, the indie battle.
Yeah, 4. Damn, man, I think they ain't gonna cook that nigga, boy. He just changed it, man. G tripping. Hold on, I'm coming in now. Yeah, we back. Yeah, that was Kiia around the globe. Yeah, I like that too. Yeah,
we might have to switch our little theme. They sound better than these rappers be sounding. Keep it 100. For real, shit.
No, we're gonna have to have more.
He got hella followers. He had like 20. I think he had like 25K.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. He's just popping. So shit. I said sometimes it's good to reach out to these different sounds, man.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, I'm looking at Dame shit. He got that Devil in a New Dress on his list. I said, oh yeah, this shit gonna be good.
It's gonna be a long show.
That's what I said. That's why I'm glad we're gonna end this year early. Cause I said, shit, I gotta go get 40 songs together.
All right, y'all. So anybody listening to this is on the X Squad. If you follow the Two Black Brothers DJ Period channel, that's on Spreaker too. We'll be doing the locker. I guess it's the finals tonight, huh?
Right.
So make sure you follow us on the. Like I said, we have two Black Brothers accounts on Spreaker. We have one under X Squad and one under DJ Period. So you need to just be following both so you can get all our shows.
Yep.
Yeah, then we look for sponsors for the tournament too. We starting the tournament on the 5th. So anybody want to sponsor us and they got about this much money, tell them to come holler. We out, man. We out. We'll say we'll be back probably in like an hour or 2 hours.
Yeah, 8:30.
All right, check us out, y'all.
All right, bang bang. Let's go. See.